Hello everyone, welcome back to Andrina's Creation. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to customize your own gift boxes to look like polo shirts with a collar. You're going to see how easy it's going to be, and I'm going to show you every step how to create this. Again, you can use any software of your choice. All right, so let's get started. For your supplies, I'm going to be using buttons, real buttons. You don't have to, you can actually print out the buttons and just glue them, but if you have buttons around your house, I recommend using buttons to give it a more cooler effect. You can find buttons at Walmart, Joann's, any craft store, even Dollar Tree now has buttons. I'm going to be using these boxes from the Dollar Tree. The size is 7.87 by 10.87. Now, please be aware that the size box that you get, that your printer, it prints as big as the front of your box, because if you get bigger boxes than these and you have only a printer that prints 8 by 11, you're not going to be able to cover the front of your box. So reason why I grabbed this one is because I know the majority of people only have 8.5 by 11 printer. I do have a wide format printer, so I can go bigger than this. This one you get 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, but you can use any box of your choice. I'll be using cardstock to print my images. The little tag, I'm going to use cardstock to print that, and also to cut the collar. I know some people is going to ask what is the best pounds of cardstock to use. You can use 65 pound or you can use 110 pound. It's up to you. Now, I do recommend using thicker cardstock because then it gives it a more sturdy look, but you're perfectly fine if you only have 65 pound cardstock. To print your image is totally up to you. You can use glossy paper, you can use sticker paper, or you can use cardstock. I'll be using sticker paper to make the process much easier, and the brand that I like to use is Online Labels, and this is compatible with my inkjet printer. If you have a laser printer, make sure that any paper that you buy is compatible with your laser printer, and this is 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and I get this from Amazon, but you can also get it directly from their website onlinelabels.com. You're going to need scissors and you're going to need glue of your choice. I'll be using my own brand glue, which is Andrina's Creations craft glue, or you can use double-sided tape. And then you're going to need your cutting machine and the software of your choice. So let's get started. First thing you need to do is open up your software. I'll be using Silhouette Studio. As you all know, I use Silhouette Business Edition, but you're perfectly fine on using the Basic Edition. Basic Edition is free. A lot of people always ask me, can I still use this software if I don't own a cutting machine? And the answer is yes. Go ahead down below. I have a whole separate video on how to download this software for free, and also on where to download Business Edition. I'm also affiliated with Swing Design, and usually it's cheaper over there. And the good thing, it is a one-time payment. You don't have to continue to pay this monthly payment, okay? The first thing you need to do is get the template on my website, andrinascreations.com. Link is also down below. You don't have to buy the template. You can create your own template, but if you don't have the time for that, go ahead and support your girl. So this is the template, and you can use it with Cricut, and of course you can use it with Silhouette. Now, this is already sized for the box that I'll be using today. At the beginning of the video, I already showed you which box I'll be using, so I already have a size. I do know that for Cricut users, the templates never come in the same size of the templates, so I'm going to give you the measurements. The T-shape, the width is 6.299 and the height is 8.374. The collar is on the width is 6.299 and the height is going to be 3.899. And then just a small rectangle is going to be, the width is going to be 7.87 and the height is going to be 0.463. This is for the measurements that for the smaller box from Dollar Tree. If by any means you get any other box, all you have to do is this. You're going to measure your box. You're going to go get a shape here on your left. You're going to grab the rectangle. You're going to make any size rectangle on your screen, and you're going to size this rectangle according to the box that you purchased. While your rectangle is selected, you're going to go to your width, type your measurements. You're going to go to the height and type your measurements. Now, how would you resize the collar? Like I said, I already gave you the measurements for the box that I'll be using, but by any means, if you get a smaller box or a bigger box, you need to select your entire template. Make sure everything is selected. And you're going to see a white rectangle right here in the corner. you will drag this smaller or bigger according to how you want it, right? This shape, the two colors, they're gonna go right here, right on top of this, and this is what's gonna go on your box, like on the top of your box. So let's say I'll grab everything together and I'll bring it to the rectangle that you made, and you will size it to how you want it to look. All right, these two corners right here is going to touch the top of the box, and then you will size it to however you want it. So you can resize this to whichever size box you are getting. But again, I already showed you the box that I'll be using. I'm actually going to delete that. I'm going to go get, oh, and how you bring the template, I probably didn't say that, but you go to File, you go to Merge, and then you look for the template where you saved it at and click on OK and bring it in. All right. Also, my templates are a zipped folder, so you need to unzip the folder. Okay, don't forget to unzip it. And if you're a Cricut user, you need to make sure you first go into Cricut. After you're inside of Cricut, you're gonna click upload and upload your template into Cricut. All right. Now the rectangle for the box that I'm going to be using, the width is 7.87 and enter, and my height is 10.87 and enter. All right, I'm actually going to color it black just so y'all can see it on the screen. From here, you're going to design however you want the front of your box to look. I'm going to do it really simple. I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to look for a Cleveland Browns image. So all you got to do is type, I type Cleveland Browns fabric, and then I clicked on the one that I liked. I'm going to right click, copy image, go into silhouette, right click and paste. Now as you can see, because this is a fabric, I need to cut that part of the ruler off, and I'm just going to slide to the side. You're able to work all around your software. Anything that you put on your mat, that's where you're going to print. Everything that's inside of your mat, that's what's going to cut or print. But you're able to use everything that's around on your area. How do you zoom in and out? There's a plus sign up here and there's a minus sign. That's how you zoom in or zoom out. All right. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to grab the knife tool on my left, hold down my shift key, and then I'm just going to cut across the bottom, remove that and click delete on the keyboard, and I'm going to hold down my shift key again. I'm just going to cut a little bit from the sides. So now I have this. Now technically I don't even have to crop this into that. I could just size this. Again, the width was 7.87 and enter, and the height was 10.87 and enter, and that's it. This is how I'm going to leave it. By any means, if you want to crop something in there, all you have to do is crop it, and I'll show you how to crop. Right click, copy image, go into Silhouette, right click and paste. You can make this as big. I'm going to actually send it to the back by right clicking and send it to the back so you can see what you're doing. If you click here on your screen, drag your mouse, go to your modify panel on your right, and it's going to say crop, and then it crops in there just like that. Okay, now me personally, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm not going to type anything. If you do want to type anything in here, you're going to go to your A on your left, then your A on your right. Look for the font that you want to use. You can download free fonts on thefont.com. I also have a separate video for that, and then check down below. Now I do say anytime that you download fonts to your computer, you need to make sure that Silhouette software is completely closed. Once you download it, then you open up your software and all your fonts should be there. Now click somewhere on your screen and then just type anything you want. Then unselect it to get off the edit mode. Click back on it, go to your fill panel that looks like the paint palette on your right, and then color it any color of your choice. Also on the outline panel is right under the fill panel. Click on that and click on the no color option to take off the color of your outline. Now, by any means, if you go back to the fill panel and you see a color that you want that you don't have there, you do have a dropper in your fill panel. You click, make sure that your word is selected, click on the dropper in your paint fill, and click somewhere in here to choose a color to match your design, and that's it. All right, so this is the image that I'm going to use, and I'm going to cut out the color in white. You technically don't even have to color this because you're just gonna cut it out of cardstock, but you can color it so you can have an idea how everything's going to look. So this piece is going to go, I need to bring everything to the front, sorry. Let me right click and bring to the front. So this piece is going to go right here on the top of the box. Then this will be right here, and this will be here. And you might not be seeing it very good, so let me just change the color really quick. I'll do it red. And that's how it's going to look. So you can color it to see how everything's going to be looking, all right? Once you're satisfied, oh, let me put everything back. Let me actually change the color so you can see how everything's looking. But I'm gonna cut everything out of one color. I'm gonna zoom in. Here you can put a tag of your choice. So you're gonna go to your left, grab a rectangle, and make a small rectangle to go here. Let me color that black. And size it to however you want it sized. Now you're gonna click on your A on your left, A on your right, and type what you want to go there. Unselect it to get off the edit mode, and then go back to your fill panel, click on the color of your choice, and take off the outline color as well. Hold down your shift key, make sure that your font selected, click on the rectangle, right click and group it together so it can move together, all right? And then you're gonna print this out to have and glue that right there on the collar, okay? You can also do a tag to glue somewhere here. And how you would do a tag, you'll get a rectangle again on your left, make any size rectangle of your choice. I'm gonna color it black so y'all can see. Then you're gonna come over here and see, let me color it purple. Gonna come over here and see how big you want your rectangle to be and where it's going to go. You can make it smaller or bigger. And then here you're just gonna type whatever you want, like a little quote or a note. You can print out an image. It doesn't matter what you want to put in there, and then you could just hang it from the collar. I'm not gonna do that today so we don't take longer on this tutorial. And that's basically it. So now you're going to move all this to the side, and you're going to print this out. Now make sure that this is very centered on your mat. Now probably I didn't say this at the beginning, but how do you set up how to print? So your first icon on your right looks like a paper. It's going to say media size. There you're going to click, and you're going to click where it says 8.5 by 11 because that is the paper size that I'm going to be printing on. I have it on portrait mode. And then the size of my design is going to fit there perfectly. Make sure it's right in the center. Okay. And let me see if this fits in there as well so I can print both at a time. Yep, it fits. I'm going to zoom in. All right, so I'm gonna print both of them as you can see, and then I'm going to come up here and go where it has the printer icon, click on there, click on print. Here you're going to select the printer that you're going to be using. I have an EcoTank 16600. I'm going to click on the printer, click on preference. Here on the paper source, I like to print from the paper tray. My document size, I have it on 8 by 11. My paper type, I like to always, everything that I print, I always print on presentation paper matte. That is something that I always get asked. No matter what I'm printing on, glossy paper, sticker paper, I always print on presentation paper matte. And then I click on OK. And then I am going to print this out. All right. Once I print this out, I'm going to go here and move everything to the side. Then I'm going to place this here, and I'm also going to cut this on 8x11 cardstock. While this is selected, there's a green button. I'm going to hold it, and holding my shift key, rotate it so everything can fit. And I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to go to the scent panel. I'm going to put this on blade of 6, 4s of 29 or 28, and I'm going to bring down my speed to a 4. Then I'm going to put the 8x11 cardstock on my mat, and then I'm going to click send to cut. That's if you're just going to cut it out of regular cardstock. You can also put designs on your collar and print it out if you want. So if I go get this, again, copy image, right click and paste. You can also select everything and crop. You can also put a design on there if you would like. All right, so you do whatever you want. So now I'm going to cut everything out, and then I'll be right back to put everything together. Okay, this is optional, but these Dollar Tree boxes are kind of flimsy. Once you open them, they stay like that. Again, this is totally optional, but you can cut strips of cardstock to glue right here in the inside to make these more sturdy. The measurements that I use for this one right here was 1 1/8 by 7 3/4, and for this one it was 1/8 by 10 3/4. And how did I measure that to cut it? I used my paper trimmer and square. I use this trimmer. This is the from the We Are Memory Keeper brands. You can find it at Amazon or at Joann's or Michael's as well. So again, 1 1/8 by 7 3/4, and the other one is 1 1/8 by 10 3/4. Again, this is optional. And you're going to grab your sticker paper, or if you print it on regular paper or cardstock or whatever, and start putting your image in front of the box. This long piece you're going to glue right on the top of the box. Then you're going to grab one of the pieces of the collar, and as you can see, it has like a slight curve. You need to make sure that you match that curve to the top of this piece right here, and everything should be matching. So right here and that curve right there. Very good to match it, okay? You're gonna match it here and match it there, and you're gonna glue it together. Okay, then you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Make sure that top curve matches really good on the top and is aligned, everything, okay? Once you're done gluing, it's going to look like that. And then here, you're going to match these two corners on the top of your box. And make sure that you align this also in the middle. Make sure it's not over here, over there, right in the middle. And align it. These. I'm going to align it right at the bottom of this. I'm sorry, I said the top, but I'm going to align these corners to the bottom of the line that we cut. And then you're going to glue it, all right? Now with some hot glue, you're going to glue your buttons. then you're just gonna glue your little piece that you created your tag right on top of here. You can add another little rectangle on the side, and you can even put the size that they were, like a small, medium, or large if you want to. And also, if you did make a tag, you can just put like a hole on the tag, like with your hole puncher, or just have your machine cut the hole out. Put some twine or put some ribbon to glue it right here, like the piece of string, and then like holding the tag like it's coming from the collar, you know, like when you buy a new shirt and it has the hanging tag. So you can just put it here and then hang the tag from it. All right guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do make these boxes, I would love to see your work. Please go ahead and join my Facebook craft group. It is called Andrina's Kreations Crafting Lounge. I would love to see what you create. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Andrina's Kreations LLC. If you want to order anything from me, you can message me there or email me at andrinascreations@yahoo.com. I also want to say that these treats right here, they are all fake. I'm also going to post them down on my Amazon link. These are just treats that you can buy if you want to be taking pictures of your work, but you actually don't want to be buying the real treats. But you can give your customers a vision of what they're going to look, or post them on your social media. So those cookies are fake, but the Reese's are real. And I also have some fake donuts. This is how they look, and you could also put them on a cupcake wrapper and call it a day and put them wherever you want to display them at, and nobody will know that they're fake. It's just for the picture. All right guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe and click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload any new videos. Give me a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. All right guys, I hope everyone's having a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.